All right, so we talked about why showing up is important. Let's talk about how to show up. You know, a lot of that has to do with the tonality of your voice. A lot of that has to do with how you carry yourself. If I was giving you this sales training, let me just give you a real life example. In Arlington, Texas, circa 2004, I went to the convention center to see the biggest sales trainer of all time, right? And I was really pumped. I'd read a lot of this guy's books. I was like super excited to like see him in person and get his interaction. Now, mind you, this was before people were crazy like me and made YouTube videos, right? Back in the day, you had to write a book to get your message out. Right now, we got technology and videos. So back to the story here, I went to go see this sales trainer, and it was like a 7 a.m. meeting, and it was lasting all day. And I may or may not have partied all night the night before, but I was still pumped. And maybe the reason I was partying was because I liked the party, but I was also partying because I was excited that I was going to get to finally meet this guy with VIP tickets. We're going to be all energetic, make $1 million in the next 24 hours. You know how it is. Went, saw the guy, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, the training rolls around, and he talks like this. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to have metrics. And inside your metrics, you've got to be able to do these numbers and understand that the conversions come from here and closings come from here. And when you in this really soft voice, it was hard to hear him. He was one of those people that stood there and gave the presentation with his arms locked in place. This shit drives me crazy, right? There was no enthusiasm. Meanwhile, he's writing books telling you that you need to be fucking energetic to make shit happen, right? But he's on stage talking about how you need to measure your metrics and make sure that your bar graphs and your pie charts are all put in the right order. And it was like literally I fell asleep and it was disheartening. And that might have been one of the first moments where I knew that, like, hey, I'm really going to have to, if I ever get into this sales training game and do it like I want to, I'm really going to have to show up in a bigger way. And it all starts with tonality. It starts with energy. If you're a person that locks your hand in place, you look like you fucking holding a turd in. I shit you not, pun intended. But seriously, if you're all reserved, when you talk to your friends, when you make your sales pitches, do you sit like this? Or I know that some of you do it like this. They say, well, you know, the fancy thing about everything that I do on video is I don't know. It would be better for me to see you doing shit like Ricky Bobby, where you're not even sure like how your hands are acting and you're just trying to hold them straight. Like remember when he won the first award, he's like, I can't control my hands. You do better to do that. At least there would be some sort of semblance to what you really do, as opposed to just sitting there like, I am Mr. Hands that don't move, man. Listen, my wrist is locked in place, and if I can still manage to throw my hands around and use this energy and try to motivate you in the same way, it's the least you can do as well. So the same thing, even though somebody may be on the phone with you, they may be reading your chat message, they may not necessarily be watching a video or meeting you face to face, but the fact that you're still being yourself. You see, if you're holding stuff in, if you're showing up on the phone and you're behind the desk and it's been a long day, right? If you're doing that stuff, that's not doing you a service, and it's doing your customers a disservice because you're holding back the best part of you. So how you show up, tonality, bursts of energy, be yourself. If you talk to somebody and you walk back and forth when you do your thing and all that stuff, then by all means, when you're on the phone with somebody, you need to be walking back and forth with them. When you're typing and you're walking around, maybe you need to be walking around your office texting the people if that's how you do it, right? You need to exude that energy, because if you're holding back, people can tell. And it usually translates as a missed signal, because we have two types of languages, the verbal language and the body language. If I was constantly telling you yes but shaking my head no, you would get mixed signals from me. You see how that works? I can't say you can make $1 million and you will be rich as hell tomorrow if you buy my program and make these body language gestures. It doesn't add up and it sends you a mixed signal. The same thing happens when you hold your energy back from your client. They don't know that it's your energy or that it's your crazy hands that are holding you back, right? They just know that you're holding something back, and a lot of times people consider holding back manipulation or holding back a lie or holding back a catch or something of that nature. So it's how you show up by using your tonality, exuderating your energy, and staying in the fight with them. Catch the next video.